Hello and welcome back to episode number 2 on Sandy Bay. So today's task is the weather forecast is in our favour at the moment. If we just go in the seasons menu, as you can see, we've got most of today. It is sunny. Tomorrow, sort of up till lunchtime, is fairly sunny as well. I mean, it's good drying potential all the way through, and the wind speeds are fairly decent as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll mow this grass field and we will make hay. As they say, make hay when the sun shines. So yeah, that's our plan for today. Off screen on the live streams, I've been doing plenty of silage bale contracts, and then whatever bales have been left over, we've been storing them in our bale shed. So we've got 18 bales so far, so not too bad. So yeah, if you want to check out me doing a few silage bale contracts as well, definitely go and give me a follow over on Twitch. It was awesome. We reached 200 followers on Twitch the other day, and we've also reached 100 subscribers on here. So a double celebration all round. Double celebration all round. So we will go and hook our mowers up. We've only got the one grass field at the moment, but obviously as we progress through the map we'll get more and more grass fields. I could have made silage bales, but at the end of the day we've got a few of them, so we might as well use our own field to make hay. So yeah, for those of you as well, if you have never made hay in seasons before, and you're not sure of how to do it, this will probably be the video to watch. So yeah, if it's helped you in any way, definitely hit that like button. It would be much appreciated. So yeah, they're a bit they probably could have done with a wash, these mowers, but they're gonna get muddy again anyway. So if we unfold just up here, we'll make a start just here. So yeah, fairly decent sized grass field this. It obviously came with the farm when we first started the map. So, and I mean, we might also own. Looking at it, that's our sheep pasture, I think. So we'll leave that for the sheep, I think. Because obviously at some point we are going to be getting sheep. So we'll turn and lower all of this, and away we go. So that's a good start already. It's the base game hay colour, so it wants to be sort of a bleached colour hay. So, but this is good. If you mow if you're looking to make hay and you mow the grass and it's this colour, you won't need to ted it. All you've got to do is leave it out in the sun to dry. If it's a dark green colour, that's when you've got to ted it, because that's wet grass. So, but no, this is a good start already. So there'll probably be a bit of a fast forwarding time as well. But other than that, I mean, I've just been doing contracts on the live streams. Really, is what we've been doing, building up our money. Obviously, in the first episode, we didn't have any mowers or anything, so this is what the contracts have paid for. Is our butterfly mowers, and then we also bought a bale wrapper. Haven't bought a tedder, because obviously I was hoping that we could just dry it out naturally in the sun. So hopefully, weather permitting, we will be able to make some hay this episode. So yeah, we'll mow as much grass as we possibly can. mean, looking at it, I think the first animals we will probably get will be chickens. We've got 2 fields of wheat planted, and then we'll probably from there move on to sheep, because obviously we'll get straw off the wheat fields, and then with the grazing mod, if we leave that field with the grass on, they can graze that naturally, and then obviously while we're earning money off both the chickens and the sheep, we'll be able to store our food up for the dairy cows and our money up as well to buy them. So yeah, that is the plans. That is the plan at the moment. That's what we're going for. So there we go. I'm a bit OCD when it comes to jobs like this. I like to get every bit of grass. The beauty of this field as well is I haven't got to fertilise, plough it, anything like that. So this will just naturally grow, this grass field, so that's good. It saves us a task and also money. Because really this is just free grass at the end of the day. This grows naturally. We haven't got to fertilise it or anything like that or plough it. So, and I mean, to be fair, some farms in the UK, some of their grass fields, they wouldn't fertilise or plough them or anything. They would leave them bare and just let them grow for a couple of years or so and then mow them as a wildlife sort of thing. So if we're looking at it from a realistic point of view, that's what we could be doing. So I'm not expecting probably too many bales off this field, but probably a decent, perhaps 20 or so. Some of the little fields I've been getting 8 to sort of 12 bales off. So I'd expect this field to sort of get 20 bales. The one thing will be interesting, and if you've been watching the live streams as well, you'll know, is this tractor has been struggling a lot with the chrome baler going up hills, only doing sort of 4 or 5 miles an hour. So it could be a bit of a struggle to bale this field, but end of the day, when we've got a bit more cash coming in, we'll be able to invest in a bigger tractor to pull it. I think what I'll probably do is this tractor will be sort of for hedge cutting, ploughing, that sort of thing, and then the 7R, which is what I'm hoping to purchase, will be for our baler, sort of grain carting and whatnot. This tractor, when I get the 7R, will probably live on the feeder wagon, and the straw blower and that sort of thing, hedge cutter, whatnot. So yeah, I mean, we're having the discussion in the chat on the live stream about, because the baler requires 258 horsepower and this has got 300, and a lot of people were saying that it only leaves 40 horsepower over. So I think it's probably the weight of the baler as well as powering it that the tractor's struggling with. It's just that horsepower left over isn't enough to power it and pull it up the field at the same time. So, but if we get a 7R, that'll be an extra 100 horsepower on top of what the baler actually needs. So we should be all good with the 7R. But yeah, I always find mowing quite satisfying. It's quite a satisfying job, mowing a field. But yeah, we won't windrow this until it's turned into hay. We'll leave it out like this to dry until it turns into that, like I say, that sort of bleached colour. Then we'll windrow it up and bale it. Probably going to store the first lot of hay bales over at the car farm, We can store about 217 bales, I think, of hay over at the calf farm. So, and then once that's full, I mean, we're obviously not going to produce 200 odd bales today, but just saying for the future, if we ever do fill that shed up, I've then got another shed over at the pig farm which can hold again another 217 hay bales. So yeah, we've got plenty of storage for storing bales. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what is everyone's plans for their Sandy Bay? Have you got similar plans to mine, or have you got a completely different objective on Sandy Bay? Let me know down below. It'd be interesting to hear what people are planning on doing for Sandy Bay. It's one of those things with YouTube and Twitch. It's always nice to see different people's play patterns and how they do things. So yeah, I'd love to hear what everybody's planning on doing. There we go. We should get this just about in the last pass. Might be a bit of a squeeze. We might have to come down just a bit more again. There we go. We've got that little bit there and a little bit down the bottom. And that will be this field finished. There we go. Oops. I didn't mean to hire a worker then. There we go. So, what we will do is we will leave this field out to dry. We'll go and pop our mowers away, and we'll hook the windrow up ready for that to get going. We could probably give these mowers a wash, because they definitely need it. They're definitely very mucky. Oh, that's it. I moved the washer. I moved the pressure washer. I forgot about that. There we go. It's on our wash station. So we'll grab this like so, and give these a bit of a wash, because they are very mucky from all the work they've been doing. There we go. Very nice. Looks just like brand new. If only it took this amount of time to wash stuff in IRL. It took a lot longer to wash these mowers in real life. There we go. That's us done. So we'll go and pop these away. I'm a bit OCD when it comes to parking stuff up as well. If you play Farm Sim for as long as I do, you you get very OCD about things like the simple things. So here we go. We'll go and hook up the windrower. Very dirty as well. It's been doing a lot of work as well. There we go. So that is all ready. So if we quickly run back round. There we go. So that's our nice field, all mowed. Might just take a screenshot. Here we go. You're going to see the behind the scenes screenshot. There we go. And that will be our screenshot. Very, very nice. So yeah, what we'll do is this should hopefully turn into hay. So if I fast forward time. Hopefully it's going to turn. It's it's not going to end up being a very good video if it doesn't. I'm sure this is how you make hay. There we go, and it's turned. we go to this sort of time. So that's what happens. Just save the game quickly as well, just so it all saves. So yeah, that is what happens when it turned into hay. Overnight, you have to leave it overnight, and then it turned into this bleached colour. So there we are. That is as simple as that. As long as you, like, I've mowed it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I fast forwarded time overnight, and it's changed overnight, and turned into hay. You obviously want to get it windrowed and baled up before it rains, but it's as easy as that. That's how easy it is to make hay in seasons. A lot of people, I think it's a lot more complicated than what it really is, but no, it's easily enough done. I think a lot of people think seasons is more difficult than what it really is. I think they overthink a lot of the things in it. But yeah, so we'll go and windrow all this up. If we start here, would be a good place. Or perhaps no, we'll start where we mowed. There we go, and we'll lower it down. There we go. Very nice. I mean, I sound very very knowledgeable about making hay in seasons, but this is actually the first time I have actually made hay in seasons. So yeah, I just learnt from watching other people do it, is how I learnt. So that is the beautiful thing about YouTube. It's a really good tool for learning how to do things. So hopefully, yeah, we should get a decent amount of bales off this field. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So yeah, I know a lot of people tend to mow the animal pastures, but obviously with the grazing mod installed in seasons, I tend to like to leave the fields so they're just, yeah, fully grown, ready for them when you do put animals in it. They've got that to eat. Yeah, if we go 2 or 3 times round, and then we'll start going up and down. You got a couple of options of windrows in the game, but I think this is definitely the best one. Definitely if you're on a British map, I think this is the best windrow to use. It'd just be nice because you've got the 2 rotors on each side. It'd just be nice if they did one where it was just a bit more wider. I know they do some where they've got it so there's 2 massive ones on the front and 2 little ones on the back, but they're difficult to raise and lower when windrowing, I think, anyway. Yeah, I tend to prefer these two wheel ones. Yeah, I think we go around one more time. Say 2 more times or one more time? Yeah, one more time. Yeah, the thing is as well, I think it's either a day or 2 days. If you left it like this, it would start rotting. Is the thing with season. So basically, you want to get it baled as quickly and stored away as quickly as possible, is what I would recommend, than leaving them out. I think the quickest thing that rots away is grass. If you just left it normal grass, or grass bales, I think that's what rots away the quickest, I think. I definitely prefer this hay texture though to the normal in-game one. I think this definitely looks a lot better. Or even if they sort of did a colour where it was just a bit more in between this and the in-game one, I think would be a spot-on hay colour. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of this windrowed up, and I will be back when we're ready with the baler. So I will catch you in a bit. Okay, so I have finished windrowing all up, so we've got the baler ready to go. So if I hop in, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get a grass bale to start with, just because I've been baling grass, and then after that we'll get hay bales. So that's all good. That's fine. Yeah, we're producing hay bales now. So that first one that comes out will be a grass bale. So we can I can wrap that and put that in as a silage bale, and that's our hay bale coming out second. So there we go. Very, very nice. It's, you know, looking at the different colours, I think that's still too green. I think it just needs to be a bit more lighter for hay. I don't think this, I mean, this looks like straw in all fairness, and we would call that bleached hay. I just think it needs to just be a touch lighter, and they'll be spot on with the colour for it. Yeah, we're doing well for bales. We've done 3 already. We should easily get 20, but this is this is where we're going to struggle going up the hill. Yeah, 2 miles an hour. So yeah, going back to it, we are going to need a bigger tractor at some point to pull this. I mean, at some point I might even take a loan out, just because you know, on a livestock farm, a baler is a big thing. And I mean, with the contracts we've been doing, we've been earning good money off the contracts. I think, you know, we'll earn the money for a tractor fairly quickly, or if we do a loan, we'll pay it back fairly quickly. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle doing this field. I mean, to be fair, I am tempted to go and get what others 7 are, because it's going to take a long time to bale this field else. I think that's what we'll do. So if I shut it off and just leave it there, that's what we'll do. We'll go and park this up. Because it is one of those things, we are going to need a bigger tractor at some point to pull that. And I mean, the baler is something we use quite a lot, especially on a livestock farm. So if I park this in here, so like I said, the 7R is what we're going to go with. So we're going to need positioning on it. 352. It's going to cost us 294. So if I go and get the loan out, hopefully we'll be able to take enough out for it. There we go. So we'll purchase that. And hopefully it will be able to pull it a lot better than our 6R has. I mean, the beauty of seasons as well is, I think it's within the first hour or so of purchasing an item, it doesn't lose its value straight away. So if it didn't pull it as well, then we could always return this and pretend we had it on demo, is what we could do. So, but we shall see how it gets on. Okay, so turn it on. I mean, that's still struggling. You can hear it's chugging away, but that is still very much struggling. I don't think it's going any better than the 6R was. And this is with an extra 100 horsepower. So I think it's the weight. It's the weight of the baler. It probably pulls it a lot better than the 6R would probably on some of these slopes would perhaps cope with, but it's one of those things you can't, on a map like this where it's very, very hilly, you can't really get around it. So we'll stick with the 7R though. We'll stick with it. It's definitely struggling though, for sure. Yeah, it's fine going down the hills. It perhaps does look better as well, the 7R on this baler. So there we go. Yeah, we're easily going to get 20 bales off this field, so that's good. I'm pleased about that. Oh, it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. I mean, it is going 1 more mile an hour than what the 6R was doing. He says as it goes down to 3. So I think it's perhaps, I mean, they say it's 258 horsepower, but perhaps it is just a lot more than what they're saying. Perhaps it is just a very hungry horsepower baler. I mean, it says a lot. You perhaps sort of understand a bit with the 6R where there's only 40 horsepower left over, but this is 100 horsepower left over on top of what the baler needs to operate it. So yeah, but I love how it gets dirty on top. That looks really, really nice. Oh, am I missing bits? But I still love this baler. I still love it. It still looks great. I love how the bales look as well. So, but I think once the fields, harvest contracts start coming in, that's when we'll be making the good money and being able to pay back for our tractor like this, and a bit for ourselves to keep. So I could have used the round baler on this map, but on a field like this, it's just, yeah, round bales, it's not going to end well. But yeah, I'm not going to put you through the torment of watching me go up a hill at 4 miles an hour. So like with the wind drone, I'm going to crack on and finish baling this field, and then when it's all baled and we're ready to collect the bales up, I will come back. So I will see you very shortly. So we're back. I got all the field baled up all nicely. We did actually really, really well with how many bales we got off the field. We got double what I was hoping for. So we got 40 bales off that field. So what we're going to do, we got the bale trailer all hooked up, is we will go and collect them all up and we'll take them over to the car farm and put them in the shed. So the tractor didn't do too badly going up the hill. We got up to sort of 6 miles an hour. Baling it, but yeah, still a bit of a struggle. So there we go. We'll collect all of these up. I could have manually stacked them, but at the end of the day, we've all seen stacking before. Who really wants to watch me for half an hour stack bales? Just be careful not to get that grass one. There we go. So 18 bales on. So we'll go and take these. I suppose if you don't count the grass one, we actually got 39 bales. But still a decent amount. You know, I was hoping for 20, so... And we got 39, so not too bad at all. We now know how well that field yields, so... We'll take these. The beauty of this trailer is it does how it stacks them on it automatically. It does kind of look like I've stacked them on here myself, so it's not too bad. We better heed to the speed limit down here, else we'll get a fine. There we go. PC Plob with his speed camera. So yeah, you'll see. I think I did show you in the first episode anyway, but you'll see the beauty of these bale trailers if you haven't used them before. Obviously, the long ones, the ones over the silage pits I've used. I haven't used these other sort of lengthway ones. So I think you just back up and they load in automatically. I think. We'll see. So that's hay. There we go. So they they're not appearing, but I'm confident they're in there. Yeah, there we go. 12% stored. There we go. So yeah, we've got straw at the one side and hay the other. So that's all good. That is all good. Let's have that open actually. I back down there. Got to do an Austin Powell Powers turn. Ooh, hit the bale shed, no one saw that. There we go, there they are, all stacked in there nicely. So yeah, each side, both straw and the hay, can both fit 217 bales each. So they can fit a good 400 odd bales in the shed. So I'd have placed that shed at the main farm, but I didn't really have anywhere to place it, so that's why I've placed it there. And to be fair, the calves will need total mix ration anyway, so I can make a mix there, and then when I've fed them I can make another mix and come down this road and feed the main cows. So it's a bit of backwards, going backwards and forwards, but I can always put sort of 20 or 30 bales at the main farm, just stack them manually and leave them there. I think as well, if you're planning on doing a lot of bales, sheds like that, obviously having them standing is going to take up it's going to affect your FPS a lot more than what those sheds would. So that's another reason why I go with those sheds. So I think what we're going to get, another 2 loads perhaps off this field. I think we'll get another 2 loads. Or 18 it fits, doesn't it? So yeah, we're gonna have to come back for a couple of bales. That's not the end of the world. Oh, missed that one. Yeah, we're going to have to come back for those 3, but that's that is all good. And then I can sort that grass one out off screen. I'll wrap that and put that in the shed with the others. Bit of a hump there, that could do probably smoothing out. The track's a bit bumpy, it could probably do with smoothing out altogether. I might sort that out as well at some point. Little things, little things. It's like a true farming experience, to be fair, when you've got lots of little jobs to do and not enough time in the day. That's what I think most typical farmers experience. I might as well, I had a bit of a thought while I was baling, I might in the future have odd people now and again to help me out on the farm. I might bring them on for sort of an episode or whatever. So yeah, I might do that. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I get very I'm not sure what the word is, but yeah. On my personal saves, I like everything to run smoothly and be in its place. There we go. I actually kind of drive on his crop, but it is what it is. And then back down, that'd probably be easier. He says as he still hits the still hits the shed. There we go. So they're all nicely in there. There we go, she got stored and then ready to outsource. Which is nice. So yeah, I think I am going to call the episode there. I hope you have all enjoyed watching. If you have, don't forget, hit that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye guys.